Hey guys, it's been a while since I last uploaded a video, so I apologize for that. The truth is, I don't really have time to record and edit, so I've been writing scripts of some videos. I have over 50 scripts of videos, but I really don't have time to record and edit. So I came up with the idea of creating a podcast-like type of content, since podcasts became so popular thanks to the pandemic. So this is my first attempt ever recording something like this, and I think I'm gonna call this the True Journey podcast. So for the first episode, what better topic to talk about than our story, something about us, the channel, and our vision. Well, it all began when Generation 3 was a thing. We were kids, we were playing in the college, and at school, on the recess. All of the kids that had the Game Boy were playing, battling, trading, and a couple of kids, we were talking about the franchise in general, the animated series, the games, and we all had different ideas. One of my friends that started the channel with me and I had similar ideas, and we were talking all the time about some things we liked about the franchise, things we didn't like, and Generation 4 was around the corner, so internet wasn't really a thing like it is today. So there were a lot of rumors and misinformation, things we didn't know they were actually real, and we got very close. When we were talking with other kids, everyone wanted different things for the franchise. They were like, oh, it'll be so cool if this happens or that happens, and sometimes we were like, no, that really doesn't have any sense at all, and we will come up with some idea that will actually become true eventually. That way we got really separated from the others, who were basically the only ones that predicted some of things, and not only for the games but for the animated series or any type of media actually. People didn't really like it, but that's what we thought was the best choice for the franchise, and we were actually right. So we were like, no, it's okay. Only both of us came up with the best idea, so let's just ignore them. They don't really know. We are the true trainers. That's where the name came alive. We kept talking, generations passed, we got the 4th generation, we were talking, we predicted a lot of things from the games, from the series, and time passed. We got Generation 5, and we actually joined another friend of mine, member of the channel, that had similar ideas to us, and the three of us spent time talking and imagining something. We had a lot of ideas, and we still predicted a lot of things. I remember the first friend, he basically predicted all of Black and White 2. It was amazing. So we started a group called True Trainers, where we will talk about everything on WhatsApp when the apps and the smartphones became something for the everyday life. And we were just arriving to Generation 6, and it was great. We predicted a lot of things. We were happy because our own ideas were actually becoming a real thing. But as the time passes, it started feeling a little bit annoying. When we were in Generation 6, we predicted basically the 3 starters. We didn't predict the concept of each evolution line, but we predicted the animals they were based on. Of course, the concepts weren't really a thing before Generation 6. They weren't really themed, so we were just like frog starter, water starter. For me, my friend said something like a fennec. I remember him telling me, "Hey, you know what's a fennec?" And I was like, "No, what's that?" You know how much I love foxes, and the fennec is a fox from the desert. I want a fennec-based fire starter to become maybe fire ground. And I was like, oh, that's great. And the 3 of us came up with the idea of a mammal grass type. So when the Gen 6 starters were revealed, I remember texting him like, dude, are you really watching this? Well, we really couldn't believe it. The 3 animals we were talking about were actually true. To that point, it was like they were actually spying on our conversations or our chats. And Generation 7 came up. We still predicted a lot of things, a lot of mechanics, and we were like, okay, that's it. We're gonna create a YouTube channel to talk about things. So maybe if they become real once again, we will be the first ones to talk about it, and maybe, I don't know, have some recognition, because that's what we didn't have, recognition. We talk about different things to different people, and most of it became real, but nobody recognized that to us. So we created the channel, we created the brand, let's say, and we tried our best to make a video, but we didn't have the means to do it. We didn't have microphones, we didn't have good computers, we didn't have nothing, and it actually became worse and worse every time. We even got cut out of internet. We didn't have internet, so making videos was really a hard task. We didn't have time either, with the university or things to do, and our little dream was crumbled. We then got separated, the 3 of us, and we're trying to manage our time, our duties, to revive the channel. So there's just me left. I'm trying my best to create some videos, and hopefully I can reach to my friends, because one of them, my first friend, I haven't talked to him for years now. I don't really know where he is or what happened to him, but maybe with these videos I can reach to him and we can get in touch again. So this type of content could be useful to explain in detail more things that regular videos can't actually do, and maybe talk about things that are more related to us. Our main goal, or our vision, is that this franchise, this universe, is not just a series of games or an animated series. It's much more than that. It's a universe. Imagine the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There are a lot of things that happen in this world, in the Pokemon world. It's amazing, actually. When we think about the games, we think about nostalgia first. We think about our adventures, the great time we spend playing those games. But there's more to it. Every game starts with the phrase of welcome to the world of Pokemon, a world filled with magical creatures that battle alongside us. Every movie starts with that, creatures on the land, sea and skies. And that's really amazing to imagine a world, a universe of any franchise. It's not really an easy task to do, and this company has done it very well. The Pokemon world is the place where all of our favorite regions, all of our favorite characters, and of course our favorite creatures, the Pokemon, live. And it's a great idea to create regions and Pokemon based in our world, but we must not forget that this is another world, a separate world from us. So our rules shouldn't apply to this world. This is a world where their own rules apply. So what may be fascinating to us or unrealistic to us may be something just normal in this world. That's what we want to make clear, because we all like to say that, oh, this is realistic or something like that, but maybe it isn't for the actual Pokemon world. We must imagine ourselves in this world as someone that lives there, not someone from outside, because it's completely different. We have to see things from a different point of view. That's why we were able to predict a lot of things, because what may be great for me or for someone else may not be the best way to go for the franchise, for this universe. And we were able to do that. We were able to be on their shoes and think about some things, ideas or concepts or anything. That's why we want to create or express ourselves in this manner. Maybe we can explain some things that are hardly explained at all in the franchise. Maybe we can talk about some things that people don't actually see and they are blind because they all want something, and we have to accept when we're not right, and most of the times we're not. but after learning, after changing our point of view, after staying on someone else's shoes, we can actually come up with better ideas or a better mind. So that's the main goal of the channel, to explain different things as members of this universe. That's something that Spin-off do actually really well. Pokemon is a game about an adventure. We are adventurers. We explore the world. We find new creatures. We capture them, we learn about them. That's the essence of the games, not only battling. Yes, of course, that's maybe the most important thing because that's the action of the game. But they are adventure games. We have to explore. And in this world, not only is battle, there are contests, there are sports, there are different things to do, and that's actually really great. The Spin-off do this very good. The GameCube spin-offs and showing that there are maybe Street Thugs and the Rangers series. There are a lot of things that fans don't really appreciate. They only care about what they call the mainline series of games, and it shouldn't be that way. Every game is an opportunity to expand on a generation, expand on the franchise, and we started to have less of this since generation 4 and 5, because people are demanding new games, new mainline games, and the company is rushing to deliver those games. And what do we have? Unfinished games, unfinished products, something that has a lot of potential and they seem to be unfinished, like X and Y, maybe the Battle Frontier on Omega Ruby or Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And that's because Generation 7 was rushed and the games were easy. They were mostly incomplete as well. They shook the franchise and in a way that should have been tested before in Spin-off. So these games, these topics, these tidbits of information are the things that we want to talk about, how they make the franchise richer, the universe itself, and how generations can be improved. So we thought, well, I thought that this was the best opportunity to explain something like this. That's why our main professor, let's say, is the new Professor Cerise. He wants to discover all the secrets of all the Pokemon of all the regions, and that's fascinating. That's actually what we want. It's very interesting to see that kind of character introduced in the TV series, and we were happy about it. So I think this channel can help create a diverse point of view between some people and make them appreciate more the little things, the little details that the franchise gives us. Not only games, but animated shorts like Twilight Wings and Origins, Generations especially. They were created with everything with love. I mean, they weren't made to sell. Well, Twilight Wings actually is, but Generations, we weren't expecting something, a new game. For the time Generations came in, it was a gift to us all players that have been around since Generation 1, and it was actually amazing. The animation, the voice acting, everything was great, and they weren't promoting their new game. So that's something we must appreciate as fans if we really care about the franchise, about the universe, not only about the games, the mainline games themselves. That's something we will be discussing in different videos. And I think this is something very important that most of people don't really get. Well, maybe this podcast like type of content is a good idea to talk about this. As I said, this is the first time I try to record something like this. I'm not an expert, I'm a rookie in this editing and this world, so I apologize for the quality. I will improve, and I will see you on the next episode.